It was a bright and sunny morning. Emma decided to go to the park with her dog. Max was very excited. He loved running in the park. "Come on, Max. Let's go." Emma smiled as she grabbed Max's leash. They both walked out the door and headed to the park. The park was full of people. Some were playing, some were sitting, and some were just walking around. Emma found a nice spot under a big tree and sat down. "Stay close, Max," she said as she let Max off the leash. Max wagged his tail and ran around happily. As Max ran, Emma watched him. She felt the warm sun on her face. After a few minutes, she saw an old man sitting on a bench nearby. He was smiling at Max. "You have a very happy dog," the old man said. "Thank you," Emma replied. "His name is Max. He's very friendly. I used to have a dog like him when I was younger. His name was Buddy," the old man said, his eyes sparkling with memory. "That's a nice name. Did you play with him at the park too?" she asked. "Oh yes, Buddy loved the park. Just like your Max," he said with a chuckle. "We used to play fetch all the time." Emma smiled and looked at Max. He was still running around, chasing a butterfly. "I play fetch with Max too. Do you want to see?" she asked, holding up a ball. "I would love that," he replied. Emma stood up and called Max. "Max, come here." Max ran over to Emma, wagging his tail. "Ready, Max?" "Fetch," she shouted, throwing the ball as far as she could. Max ran after the ball, his ears flapping in the wind. He caught it in his mouth and ran back to Emma. "He's very fast," Mr. Johnson laughed. "Yes, he is. He loves to play," she said, petting Max's head. The sun was starting to set, and the park began to get quieter. Emma looked around and noticed that many people were leaving. "I think it's time for us to go home too," she said to Max. "It was nice talking to you, Emma. And it was nice to meet Max too," the old man said kindly. "It was nice meeting you too, Mr. Johnson. Maybe we'll see you again at the park." "I hope so," he replied with a smile. Emma put Max back on his leash, and they waved goodbye to Mr. Johnson.